grandfather told me who we were, and I believed him. Everyone else had let it go, but I could see him eyes when he talked about the days before the days got small. He said we used to walk through doorways 10 feet tall. Not as servants as the ones who kept the order and the law. I was the only kid who listened, I was the only one in awe. Everyone else said that was then, old man, let it rest. But I kept it like a coal that God had planted in my chest. By the time I was a man, we were just the ones they tolerated. Foreign hands for foreign work, and our welcome had evaporated. The coast was burning and the ships had stopped their rounds. Every market getting thinner, every temple losing ground. Then Moses came and God was on him, you could see it plain as day. Not a feeling, not a notion, but the kind that makes you pray. When he said it's time to go, I was the first one on my feet, while everyone around me was still arguing in the street. The sea opened, I need you to hear that, how I'm saying it. The sea opened like a door because God's hand was laying it flat on either side, and we walked through on dry ground. And the army that came after us, the sea just took them down. This is not a poem, this is what I saw with my own eyes. The God of Abraham showed up and rearranged the tides. And still they doubted, still they grumbled, still they dragged their feet. A week out of a miracle, and they're complaining about what they eat. Not that they were hungry, God was feeding us each morning. Manna on the ground like dew before the sun gave warning. But they missed the cucumbers, the melons and the fish. They'd rather be in chains with the familiar dish than free in the desert with the living God above them. I never understood it, I will never understand them. God split a rock and water came out, what else do you need? But people are the only creatures who watch a miracle and still won't be freed. They sent 12 of us ahead to see what God had set aside. 10 came back in fear and told the people that we died. Giants in the cities, walls too high, too wide. Caleb looked at me and I looked back, and we both knew they lied. Not about the giants were real and tall, but about the God who sent us, who is bigger than them all. The people chose to fear and God said fine, and wait. This whole generation stays out here, and only your sons enter the gate. I want you to sit with that a moment. 40 years of faithfulness, while everyone around me slowly going. Not in war, just in time, just the turning of the years. God kept me and Caleb while the doubters disappeared. I don't say that lightly, everyone that done was someone's father. Every grave out in the desert was a neighbor, was a brother. But God said what he said, and God does what he means. I learned that in the desert more than any other thing I've seen. Moses died up on the mountain with the land laid out below. God took him there to see it, and then God said no. That was God's business, not mine. I didn't question it, I wept. Then God spoke to me directly and he said, get up and step. Be strong and very courageous, that's what he told me word for word. The same God who opened water, the same voice Moses heard, said every place your foot shall tread, I've given it to you. So I dried my face and walked, because what else would Joshua do? The land was mostly quiet when we crossed the river, and God held the Jordan back the same way He'd held the sea and wind. The walls of Jericho came down, and not by any hand of ours. We walked around them 7 days, and God brought down the towers. We didn't conquer with our strength, we conquered 'cause He said to rebattle every portion, every border he had led to. I gave each tribe the land, I drew the lines upon the dirt, and told them this is holy ground, remember what it's worth. I'm an old man now and I can see it in their eyes. They're already getting comfortable, already getting wise. The kind of wise that's really just for getting dressed up clean. The kind that trays the God who parted seas for something routine. They want different food again, that's always how it starts. Different gods, different customs, something new to fill their hearts. I stood up one last time and told them, choose today who you gonna serve, 'cause I already chose, and I will stay. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. It's not a question, it's not a discussion, that's my final word. I cross the sea on dry ground, I eat the bread from heaven's hand. I wish the walls fall down, I walked into the promised land. Not because I'm worthy, not because I'm strong, because I believe my grandmother and she wasn't wrong. The God of Abraham is faithful, that's the whole story, that's the end. He says it and he does it and he'll say it all again.